we were going to be the main event of a show. Rockness versus Young Bucks versus Super Smash Brothers versus, I think, Appetite for Destruction was
Sounds
their
right.
name. Yeah, and I was just like, I mean, and like everyone was like, for weeks, just ribbing me at every show. They're like, "Oh, bro, we're gonna miss you. Oh, Super Dragon's he's gonna kill you." And I was just like, "Can you guys stop?
Oh, so
Like,
what?
this
The match didn't
sucks,
end up
dude."
happening though.
No, Super Dragon, he was, training, getting ready because he hadn't wrestled in a while, and he injured his knee pretty bad, and he was
Ah,
back down on the shelf for, I want to say, I don't know. It was months. He was down for a while, and that just threw it off. And then it turned the match from a main event four-way into like a second match three-way. And I remember not really liking that match or feeling like it. I feel like that four-way, like, oh crap, like Rockness is a main event team in PWG, and then when it became a three-way and like it was second on the card because I think I think the Smash Brothers maybe had to leave, like just logistics crap
yeah.
got in the way, and then that match I feel like belittled Rockness a lot. We came out looking real small in that match, and then everything from there on was kind of downhill. We had like a fucking as good of a first year as you could possibly get in any company, and then after Super Dragon got injured and things kind of went, I feel like that was like the catalyst for everything going the wrong way for us. No matter how hard we were working out there, that was kind of like after that I feel like we lost a lot of our that was the beginning of it because really what turned the fans against us was when we beat Shima and Ricochet at Wrestle Reunion the next year.
We'll definitely be diving into that
Yeah.
shortly. To put a button on the Super Dragon talk, you said he was very short with you at the beginning. Did that ever change? Did you ever have a better relationship with him as time went on? Not that it was a bad relationship, but like, did you ever have like a closer relationship as time went on, or was it always pretty basic and professional in that sense?
It was pretty. I mean, he was. I don't know. Cold feels like a negative term, but I
Yeah,
mean, he's just blunt. He's just blunt and quiet. But man, if you click with something on him, he's a totally different dude. I was just blabbing about a PlayStation 1 game that I love, and all of a sudden he was just like right next to me, and he was like, "No way, you like that game too?" And I was like, "Oh shit, we were talking about it was Vigilante 8. It's like a Twisted Metal like game,
okay.
uh, for PlayStation." And he was just like, "Oh." I didn't know you like games. Like, what else? And then we just started talking about video games. And then I remember Peter came over, and then all of a sudden we're having this full blown, like super nerdy conversation with Super Dragon about video games. A guy that had never said more than good match or you took too long. Like all of a sudden he's one of the boys like really chatting with us, and it was fun. So I mean, it's really fun to talk to him about older video games. That was one of the things we always would talk about and music stuff too. Like I remember we talked about, I think it was the White Stripes. We talked about them like forever one time. So I mean, Super Dragon's a cool dude. It's just, I mean, he's all business.
Hmm.
He's all biz.
And I guess it makes sense when you're in a promotion that size and you're the guy basically running 90% of it. It's going to happen. Plus, just different personalities.
Yeah, I mean, one of the most elite pro wrestling companies in the eyes of fans, pretty much, ever in terms of work rate and a lot of things. It's just such an elite and exclusive company in so many ways, and it's all in his hand. That's got to be stress. And he was all business in the ring too. He just
Yeah.
must have been all business his whole life. That's just the way the dude is. But he loves him some Guns N' Roses and some PlayStation games.
Appetite of Destruction makes a lot more sense now when you throw in
Yeah,
that little tidbit
that
in.
was definitely why they were called that.